Would you just give us 10 seconds? We'll be right with you.
Don't tell me what to do. We've come to see Boris, and he's been.
Would you just give us 10 seconds? Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do that. Give him 10. Give him. He's asked for 10 seconds. Give him 10 seconds. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Stand back. We're right with you. Be right with you.
Just give us 10 seconds.
Go on. Go on.
Lots of good work. Good to see the tax cuts.
And here there are these some good guys.
Oh, wonderful. No, we're not like these people.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Okay.
Yes, good. Right.
Good.
Okay. Where's our photo? So off you go.
All right.
Oh, another.
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take one more.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Sir, can I just
Nice
say?
to see you, everybody.
May I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I'm an architect myself, and the thing is, it is possible to develop the station. Keep the best of what's there.
Yeah.
This is why London is such a great
I
city.
talked to David about it yesterday. At least that bit there. It's unbelievable.
Well, how about the whole building? I'm an architect myself. Why isn't it possible to keep the best of what's there whilst improving the station?
That's a really fine piece of architecture.
You say by Rennie?
It's a really fine piece of architecture.
It's a wonderful Victorian building, and this is why London is such a great city. Boris, may I just say one thing? When people will come to London Bridge Station in about 7-8 years' time, who may be busy and they haven't got time to do what we're doing now, and they will say, how come that this wonderful building and that wonderful old railway station, what, 1845, with bow trusses and columns with lovely bell shapes, how come that we allowed those buildings to be demolished?
If I could take legal action to stop that, I'm told that I would waste a huge amount of public money and I wouldn't actually.
Boris, have you any idea what their case amounts to? You know that Giles wrote to them 2 weeks ago, asking for justification for demolition. You know that?
Charles
It's about the Thames Link upgrade.
Sorry, who are you? I don't know.
Russell Gray.
You're from Network Rail?
No, BVAG. Now, I've heard BVAG. You haven't got any of our communications.
Tell me who's BVAG.
Well, you have a whole file of it in there at the meeting because Matt's had it presented. BVAG.
I tell you what, I'm going to go and see my planners.
What about inviting us into the meeting? We hear that you've had a series of meetings with Network Rail, but you've stonewalled meeting us.
Well, I'm sorry, I have no idea. Well,
you mean the message didn't get through?
I'm meeting you now.
You're off.
What could be nicer than that?
Well,
what could be nicer than that? How are you?
That's
Lovely to see you.
Pleasure to meet you, Boris.
BVAG.
You're going to have a T-shirt there because we've sent one.
Give me a T-shirt.
Give
me a T-shirt. But I want you to know.
Listen, you've got a list of legal papers.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you don't go against this today, it's JR. So there's no question you're going to end up in court.
I don't mind ending up in court. I'd love to stop this bloody thing.
Well, it's up to you to do so. There's no case you'll get past PPG 15. And that's exactly what your letter from Joel said last week.
Good old Joel.
So if you haven't got a persuasive case back from Network Rail, which is what he told me he'd written to July, I was told I'd get a copy of the letter. Although they seem to have backed out from the so they're going to treat it as a freedom of information.
Who has?
Your staff. Doesn't sound like you know what's going on in there at all. Why don't you give me a call and we can talk straight?
Well, listen,
would you like to come round and talk to one of our meetings?
I'm more than happy to bring it up here, and I will make sure.
Well, hang on. Will you come to one of our meetings and explain to me?
BVAG get what's happening.
Are you going to come to one of our meetings and justify the decision that you made?
What I will certainly do is make sure you know about the decision.
That's not good enough. See, if you want to demolish these buildings, you ought to be ready to answer them.
I'm not demolishing the buildings.
You'll be expected. Well, in that case, all you have to do is call it in. That's basically your power. So this decision needs to be made by the GLA, not by Southwark Council. And if you've got a file of papers that fat. I mean, it's like the exhibit list for the JR. In preliminary form. One thing you might want to look at is the justification that's given for demolition. Hang on, Boris. Look at the justification for demolition of
let me just tell you, I think there's no justification. If I can legally stop it. Where are you all guys? Where are you guys all from?
BVAG across the road.
What is BVAG?
Bermondsey Village Action Group. We've been.
Look, I'm not supposed to know what Bermondsey Village. You've got to.
Well, hang on. We've barraged your offices. If they stonewall it and don't give you the information, we can't help that.
There's no need. Okay, so there's no need to be aggressive. I'm my best.
Okay. Well, how about coming and meeting?
If I may say so, the Bermondsey Village Action Group, I wasn't sufficiently conscious of the Bermondsey Village.
Well, hopefully you're more conscious now.
I know I am.
Okay, well, let's have a meeting. I'm Russell.
Russell Gray. Russell Gray from the Bermondsey Village Action Group.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to do my best. People are... Shush, Russell, shush. Everybody from the Bermondsey Village Action Group, I'm going to do my best to oblige you. I'm now going to go back into my place of work. In there.
Let me tell you how easy it is,
and
Boris. If you haven't heard from us, you don't know how easy it is. And this is how easy it is.
And I'm going to do my best to get the message out to you about what we can and can't do legally without squandering huge sums of taxpayers' money fruitlessly. I would love to stop it. If I can discover,
I'll tell you how to do it.
If I can discover that we can
If you don't know how to do it, I can tell you right now, Boris. Look at the TP Bennett scheme. And look at the bullshit that came out of Southwark Council and Network Rail. They are utterly incompatible, and if you go to court, or if you approve this, we'll be in there with a judicial review.
Okay.
And you've got the papers to show that it'll be a walkover.
Okay, mate.
So,
Russell from the BBAG.
You've got a T-shirt. It's in your papers. It's in the papers.
Thank you very much.
Let's put it in there.
Thank you very much. Can I thank you very much for taking the trouble to come? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for taking the trouble.
I'm a journalist.
Where are you from?
London SC1 website.
Oh, nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming out today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you're also from BBAG.
There you are.
Nobody even suggested knocking this building down until 2011. TP Bennett has never even crossed anybody's mind.
And they're using the previous applications as precedent. Check it through. It doesn't stand up. All right, Boris, so are you going to come to a meeting with us after?
They said partial demolition of the 6484 building, which is the 6th westernmost base, not the whole building.
Russell, and everybody else at BBAG, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Whether I can get to a meeting, I do not know.
Otherwise, walk down the street, come and have a look at the area, which is just down the tunnel.
We're doing an exhibition of the work of Charles Barry Jr. This will be open there, and we're doing an exhibition of the work of Charles Henry Driver. They're the architects behind both of these. We'd love you to come and open the
Driver's
exhibition.
Jonas? Is it the same?
No, I mean, they're Scuzzy estate agents. We're talking about some heroic Victorian architect. Charles Driver, he was responsible for Abbey Mills pumping station, a masterpiece.
Are you an architect yourself?
I'm a Renaissance man. Like things like
okay, well look, I care about it. I tell you what,
it's a piece of
when
cake.
I cycle past that thing every day, and it infuriates me that we could lose it.
Well, it's absolute bullshit.
I've been told by my lawyers that I can't stop it. Now, what you tell me, if you think I'm wrong, then let's work.
Get your lawyers to talk to mine.
It's possible to develop that. Demand half of that.
Bermondsey Village Action Group.
Then we can spend the whole day with us on Friday.